be no food banks. There would be no, the alternative ways of buying food would be ones which were, as I said, ones that people had chosen to set up. Yeah. So sure, if you want to set up a community shop, and run the community shop, that's great. But you shouldn't have to set up a community shop, because there's no other way that your community can afford to buy food,
Yeah. And again, so having looked at it from that perspective, the proliferation of food banks this year would suggest that we're not getting closer to our right to food. We're actually getting further away from it in some ways.
We're getting further away from it. And what I want to stress is that the right to food is not just about access. So what the right to food includes is health. The food has to be healthy. It has to be sustainable. Part of the way the right to food is set out by the UN is about making sure that this right doesn't compromise future generations' right to food. So the right to food includes an element of sustainability, making sure that the systems which produce it are sustainable. And it also includes a very strong sense of culturally acceptable. People have a right to food that is right for them in their culture. And, sometimes when people say, well, if people would only, get a bone and, stew it for 6 hours and then add some turnips, they could eat perfectly well, it's a fundamental misunderstanding of what this is about, this is about people being able to participate in a food culture that's, desirable, that's appropriate, that's culturally makes sense to people. It's about participation, it's about enjoyment, it's about, if you like, sharing what the earth has to offer people. We live in a world where, so much food is wasted. We're completely capable of producing enough nourishing food on the planet to feed everybody now and into the future. This is not a technical problem. There's more than enough food to go around, and there's more than enough good food to go around. But we're failing. The food system is failing to meet people's needs. And then when we try to patch it with these sort of weird solutions about, trying to solve the problem of poverty by redirecting surplus food to people, it doesn't solve the problem. All it does is maintain a dysfunctional system.